Let's talk about it all with Daniel Newman, the CEO of Futurum Group. Daniel, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that Meta's behind. I mean, there's clearly some internal drama, but they can use, look, they have Llama. There's tons of companies developing on top of that. Maybe they just need to monetize it. They are using their own AI to optimize ad spend, which is music to investors' ears.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kelly, and thanks for having me. First of all, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think they're missing the mark in the same way. You could say both companies, Apple and Meta, are challenged, but the challenges are very different. One, it's like, are they going to become the Kodak or the BlackBerry of AI era? And the other is kind of like, are the scaling laws and the challenges of acquiring the right talent going to be some sort of ceiling on their continued development? Meta is making massive investments. Just the scale AI investment alone that we are hearing that it's going to make, that likely will be a deal that's going to happen, is going to continue to push it forward in terms of training their behemoth models and continue to evolve. But yeah, they've basically built the rails for open source AI development, and so much of what is happening in AI is being built on Meta.
Yeah, I just can't imagine that's a negative for them in the long run, whatever they are scrambling to catch up with now with scale and all the rest of it. Apple's probably a harder one. I mean, it's more obvious that there's not, a clear competitive play there. Although in a very simplistic way, I'll just say the more I use ChatGPT on my phone, the more, the husband's trying to not use the iPhone, and he can't because he's using ChatGPT all the time, as a small anecdote.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ability for them to use their sort of app ecosystem to deliver us AI is great. They have 2.4 billion install user base. And I think one thing that a lot of people need to understand is that does buy Apple some time. The problem is it's been a year now. We heard about the super cycle. We heard about Apple, in the new devices going to drive this future of AI and Apple intelligence. And most of the AI we're experiencing on Apple right now is other people's AI, which means it can move to other devices. It can move to an Android. We saw what OpenAI is doing with Joni Ive and I.O. They're thinking of the future, new devices. And we say that Meta missed the metaverse, but you could say Apple missed it too with its, Vision Pro. It hasn't hit. I actually think Meta and their Ray-Ban glasses are closer to that kind of future form. So will we wear it? Will we wear it on our eyes, on our chest? Will it be a handset or device?
And
overall, Apple right now, they did a bit of
and Daniel, I'll add to that. It might be even worse because Apple's main design guy, Joni Ive, who's created with making the iPhone, making the iPod, making all these great things, he's now working effectively for the competition. With OpenAI and that deal that they made for I think over $6 billion for Ive's company. So not only does Apple not have that, they actively have potential competition from their own long-term guy.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like, everything that Apple rolled out was a bit of a parlor trick. It was like, look over here, we've got a new design platform.
Yay, translucent icons or whatever.
Yeah, meanwhile, OpenAI is spending $6 billion because they believe the hardware AI integration is going to be completely revolutionized in the near future. And like I said, Meta, and if you listen to what is being said about the inside of Meta, is basically Zuck is back in founder mode. He is basically bringing the smartest, highest talent, potential people in his little inner sanctum to create the future. He understands what's at stake. It can be the big multi-billion-dollar data centers they're building out, the power expansion, what they're doing with Llama. He's investing big. Like I said, two very different problems. And Apple doesn't have that founder. They don't have Steve Jobs, of course, and they don't even have that design leader right now. It just feels like they're a little bit lost.